Before phone games became synonymous with microtransactions, misleading advertising, and the bottom half of YouTube shorts, there was Java. On a micro version of the same software that brought us Minecraft, thousands of games were developed for phones with physical keypads. King and Tencent might have mobile gamers in the palm of their hands now with flashy graphics and addictive gameplay loops, but have you ever played Little Firefighter? No, really, it's good, I promise. Many large companies took their biggest franchises and shrunk them for the small screen. Assassin's Creed 2, The Elder Scrolls Oblivion, and, most famously, Russell Crowe's Robin Hood, the movie, the game.
Hey, what the hell do you think you're doing? Get up, you little pussy!
Another series that went portable was Postal, with not one, but two completely original entries. There was Postal Babes, a side-scrolling beat-em-up by HeroCraft, which I'll cover in a broader video about that side of the marketing. The other was Postal Mobile, a top-down romp around the mean streets of Paradise.
Oh yeah? Well, if this is a mobile game, then where's all the gambling?
Running with Scissors handed the game's development over to Ministry of Fun, with co-production from Keitai Toys, before it was distributed by Akela in Russia and Global Fun in the rest of the world. Many different versions of Postal Mobile exist, some with sound effects, some with only music, some with and without blood, along with another censored change that will come up later. Several elements of Postal Mobile are actually more in line with the first game in the series. The overhead perspective, a lack of pacifist options, and the dude has a house again. The graphics are clean and nicely stylized, though it might scar some people to see dude without sunglasses on. It is also the first game in the series to display a Kalashnikov in the game's art or promo material, and then actually feature it in the game as well. The weapons gradually unlock by playing through the story mode, and you gain perks in the same fashion. Perks are small boons like extra health or movement speed, and two can be applied before each level. Anything you unlock can be used in survival mode, where you fight waves of enemies in small arenas. Story mode, as the name suggests, is a more narrative-driven affair. While it's considered non-canon, it's still a neat experience to follow the dude around for a few more escapades. Within moments of starting the game, the Postal Dude is held up by armed thugs committing Grand Theft Auto.
Hey you, give me your keys.
What the hell do you want with my car?
Better shut up if you want to stay in one piece.
What? No way.
With his car disappearing into the horizon, we have our narrative driving force for the game. We're informed about mission indicators, guiding us on our quest and pointing to the gun one of the thugs dropped while stealing Dude's car.
I wonder if the cartridges are live. Let me hit my neighbor's barbecue. That dummy's been blackening my windows for too long.
With vengeance at the top of Dude's priority list, we immediately go next door and discover the explosive power of gas cylinders. Remember this for later.
That's it! Your twisted games are over. I'm calling the police.
What a nerd. I think I better hide out before the cops catch me with this gun.
Dude's wanted level depletes naturally over time, but is lost much faster in these blue areas. After losing the cops, we then head straight to the police station to report the theft of our vehicle.
We're on strike here. Get lost.
But someone stole my car.
Oh yeah? And I've been suspended without pay. The chief didn't like how I handled the suspects. And you know, I hate violence. I've been framed.
At that moment, another patrol car rolls up, and we see someone being escorted into the building. They go to make a run for it, but we find out how exactly the cop we're talking to does treat suspects. Dude decides he has more confidence in his own investigative abilities, and a fence that he knows might be the best place to start looking. Unfortunately for everyone involved, the fence is in the middle of a shakedown.
What the hell? I already paid this month. Do I look like I own a bank? Get out of here while you still can.
Hey, slow down, sweetie.
Stepping in to de-escalate the situation, the fence apologizes for getting Postal Dude involved, and then points us towards a gang that might know about his car. Being direct, we approach the gang, and Dude inquires about his stolen vehicle, and then, after some persuading, inquires again.
Do you know anything about my ride?
What ride? Our guy in the police department said the local cops are provoking a gang war, and someone smart could make sweet cash out of it. And now you've slaughtered everyone.
So the cops are involved in this too. I guess I have to do everything myself. Typical.
Dude is attempting to file an insurance claim for his car, but is blocked by the hydra that is paperwork and bureaucracy.
Fill in Form B in copies and line up for application. We will consider your application within 2 months.
Within 2 months? Are you nuts?
You can address all questions to our manager. His business days are
today and now.
As Dude is being denied entrance by security, more ruffians appear through the front door. One begins making threats and demands about his insurance claim.
Give me the money for my bike!
It's your 5th bike this month. Learn to ride, man.
Don't yell at me or you'll see this guy's brains all over your office!
Go ahead. I bet you don't have the guts. Damn, I'm so bad at negotiations.
Looks like I'll have to deal with this weirdo before he attacks someone I care about. Like me.
After playing hero, the Postal Dude goes back to look for the manager, who has already fled the scene, though they were kind enough to leave a note implicating themselves.
Don't look for me and the secretary. We are very sorry, but we had to take all the money because we really needed it. Sorry for all the inconvenience.
The shootout has brought the attention of the police, so it's time for us to make our escape. Surprisingly, there are multiple exits to this level. While we can go back through the main entrance and fight through the cops, there is a much safer exit on the side.
Are you going to subscribe to this channel, or will it be your surviving family members?
To offset the rising danger, Dude sets his sights on getting another weapon, this time from his friend, Jim. As we arrive at his place of business, so too do more gang members, haplessly shooting this cop before turning their attention to Jim.
Hey, Jim, give us the keys to that safe box and get out of here.
Here, take them. Just don't kill me.
Okay, sure. Wait, I meant no. Die!
The Postal Dude leaps into action and saves his friend, before being informed that the people he just killed were sent by the Grando brothers. They've stolen an experimental Uzi from Jim, and Dude agrees to deal with them on the condition that he gets to keep the weapon.
Wow, man.
We follow the marker to the hideout of one of the brothers.
Get out of here, fool!
Fool?
Are you nuts? I told you, no shooting until my hangover is gone.
Who the hell are you?
I'm the Angel of Death. Now say hello to my little friend.
Apparently, Jim was stretching the truth, as the Uzi doesn't appear to be anything out of the ordinary. Regardless, Dude keeps it and returns home. Waiting on his doorstep, however, is the other Grando brother. They promptly search Dude and find the weapon you just retrieved.
Hey, Franco, looks like he has your brother's Uzi.
You bastard! That was Franco's favorite Uzi!
This line is really funny to me because either this guy is talking in the third person, or he and his brother are both named Franco.
A perfect day. I've got to get some rest.
With all of the chaos happening around town, Dude heads to the store to quench his thirst. And here lies the other piece of censorship I mentioned earlier. Beer has been replaced with root beer. This would make sense if there was a censored and uncensored version of the game, but this version has all the blood and guts still in it. Maybe it's a ratings thing? I don't know. Gore okay, booze not okay. Postal Dude gets into a heated argument with the clerk, who also just calls it beer. And then the dude threatens violence, making the clerk drop the warehouse keys before fleeing. As we approach the warehouse, there is a security guard blocking the door. While it might seem more straightforward to just shoot through this problem, Dude is craftier than that and decides to blow up some nearby gas cylinders to cause a distraction. Remember this for later. Moving inside, Dude does find what he's looking for, but
oh man, there's only one six-pack left. The world is so cruel.
Then the police show up in response to the explosion you've just caused. But again, Dude uses his wit to outsmart them.
Thank goodness you're here. I saw everything. This weird dude broke into the warehouse. He was whacked out.
Brian, this is our chance to get a promotion. Follow me.
Yes, sir.
Upon leaving the store, we stumble straight into another person being held up. The muggers turn their attention to Postal Dude, who politely declines their advances. All he wants is to go home and drink. But this is where the narrative takes a rather harsh turn.
What? What the hell? Who burnt my house down? What the hell? My action figures. My videos. Gone. I gotta calm down. Maybe one of the neighbors saw who did it.
Distraught from the events unfolding, Dude turns to the man next door.
Hey there, did you see anyone suspicious near my house?
The whole town has gone crazy.
Everyone looks suspicious to me. There was someone in your yard, but I scared him away. Check with Tim. He's a paranoid type. He probably filmed the whole thing.
Despite initially refusing to answer the door, with the threat of kicking it down, he relents. He alludes to catching the whole thing on film, but refuses to share the footage and starts coming up with excuses. This is a turning point for Dude's character. After each level, you're scored on the destruction that you cause, and you are free to kill indiscriminately, but you can still play as a pacifist, to a degree. The only necessary kills to progress the story so far have arguably been in self-defense. Up until this point, anyone that wasn't threatening Dude but still stood in his way has been tricked or scared off. But here, rising from the ashes of his smouldering home, is the first murder for self-gain. After retrieving the camera from his now lifeless body, the footage perplexingly reveals the arsonist to be a member of Tim's own gang. Heading to their hideout, a conversation can be overheard.
Damn, buddy, you blew up the wrong house. Can't you read numbers? You were supposed to blow up the next house.
This revelation adds an extra layer to Tim's paranoia, as the firebomb was presumably intended for him, targeted by his own gang. Dude's house was just fallout in the urban warfare occurring around him, but now armed and face to face with those responsible, he takes his revenge.
Hey, wait, you can't hurt me. I'm a very important person. I have friends in the police department. I worked for the mayor himself. Let's make a deal, like business people.
The mayor, you say? He's next on my list.
I'm glad they got your car.
Arriving in the city, Dude is halted by a police barricade. The streets have been sectioned off due to a gang war. The first officer admits to not knowing what's going on and turns you over to the chief. Not expecting to be overheard, the chief speaks openly to another officer concerning a deal that's about to take place. The police will be meeting with the Chulos gang nearby, but plan to betray them as they're still loyal to old clients. In hopes of finding out more info of who's involved, Dude hides on the fringe of this meeting. As it turns out, the deal is a setup, but it's actually the Chulos that shoot first.
Nice. Carlos says hello to the mayor.
Despite the danger of the moment, one of the cops is still concerned about how this will affect their standing with the mayor. And then the Dude is spotted.
And who are you?
I'm, the spirit of vengeance.
This line may be a callback to the Grando brother from earlier. Dude might just be doing a mimicry of what he's heard from others.
The spirit of what? Shoot him!
After everyone is dead, a note can be found amongst the bloodshed.
Look, a bad guy's to-do list. Rob the store, fence some hot stuff, buy some milk, pick up boss's underwear from the dry cleaners.
After we track down the boss, Dude tries his hand at deception once again.
Stop right there or I'll blow your head off. Who are you?
I'm, a freelance reporter. Could you answer a few questions about your thrilling lifestyle?
What? For real newspaper?
Something like that.
Asking questions about his stolen car, his burned down house, and who's involved provokes the boss, who you immediately gun down.
Who do you work for, man? The mob? The Yakuza? Listen, buddy, don't trust the man. He'll set you up for sure.
You're wrong, man. I told you I was a freelancer. The mayor owes me a car. Looks like I'll have to pay him a visit.
With the escalating violence in the street, City Hall has been locked down, and SWAT teams guard the building. Now confident in the mayor's involvement in the gang activity and the theft of his car, Dude plans his next move. Remember the gas cylinders from earlier? That's Dude's plan. He's going to use them to open City Hall. Acquiring the tanks is easy, but not straightforward. There's only one left on the shelves. You ask the clerk if there's more. He says there are in the warehouse, but they're not for sale. You head to the warehouse, get mistaken for a delivery man, are given some cylinders, and sent to the cash register to pick up more. A robbery is taking place at the checkout, but instead of engaging, Dude simply shoots the pile of gas cylinders, and we again bear witness to their explosive power.
Damn, looks like it's time to dial. Where's the fire alarm when you need it?
We then run to the back of the store and pull the fire alarm. I think that's what this is supposed to be anyway.
Too bad the party's over. I was just starting to have a good time.
Then there's one more confrontation before exiting the level with the same robbers you just evaded, and one of them is just really horny to kill Dude. With a plan in his head and the means to enact it, Dude steps out onto the streets and heads for City Hall.
Looks like it's time to organize a nice trip to the moon for our mayor.
Circling the building's perimeter, he puts one gas cylinder in place before being spotted by the authorities.
Hey, this is a restricted area. Leave immediately.
Dude again tries his luck with deception, but to no avail, and falls back to violence.
Hey, easy there, big man. I guess I'll just have to convince you.
If you do not leave this restricted area now, I will open fire.
He finishes placing the rest of the tanks, but one is quickly discovered by a patrol in the area. We shoot a nearby vehicle to draw the guards away from the building, before heading towards its doors.
Honey, I'm home.
With City Hall now ablaze, Dude steps inside to begin his hunt. People flee in terror through the inferno, rapidly consuming City Hall. Heavily armored SWAT members try to halt the path of destruction. They fail, and Dude continues forward.
There are only 2 emergency exits. If I block one of them, we'll meet with the mayor at the other. I better hurry.
Just before he can enact the next step of his plan, he's encircled by hostiles.
Hey, I heard about you. You're that psycho that likes to go postal. Damn, you're fast. A shame you ain't working for me.
In your wet dreams, buddy.
Spotting the mayor through all of the chaos, Dude gives chase and scrambles through the corridors of flame.
Look what you've done, motherfucker. You happy now? All my fucking plans.
I don't care about your plans. You stole my ride.
What? Your ride? This was all because of your car? Your stupid old fucking car? I gotta take it down by a moron. How the fuck did I deserve this?
Clean living, I guess. Karma. Maybe you stepped on a bug. Who knows? Now, you realize I need those documents about your dirty business, right? They're my insurance for getting out of here. I'm sure you understand.
Oh, for my dead body, imbecile.
As he begins to flee, the nearby gas tanks combust and obliterate the mayor. Dude retrieves the keys from the pile of gore in front of him, heads for the mayor's office, and begins rummaging through his desk.
Aha, papers, cooked books, some private videos. This is it. Bribes from the gangs and other evidence. Enough for me to become a national hero, or at least get my own talk show. Now I just have to get out of here in one piece.
City Hall is besieged by SWAT and police officers, but Dude goes unnoticed as there is another group cornered on the roof.
You must put your weapons down and leave the building immediately.
We're not going anywhere. You'll have to take us by force.
Slipping away from the commotion and behind some foliage, Dude is approached by someone living off of YouTube ad revenue.
Hey son, got some spare change? I need to buy some medicine.
Get a job, you bum.
Hey, don't be rude. I'm just asking. I can do you a favor.
What sort of favor? And I'm gonna tell you right now, your favor had better not involve taking your dentures out.
No. See those TV guys? There's also my buddy Goldie's van over there. They'll put you on live TV. What do you say?
On live TV?
Dude goes to the van and then informs the news team he has documents recovered straight from the mayor's office. Cameras roll, a television broadcast begins. The Postal Dude is live on air.
Hi. Well, okay, first of all, my car has been stolen. The color is red, license plate number D00D3. Reward guaranteed. You can call me at 86.
Single-minded in his desires, using a golden opportunity to expose the mayor and his corruption to instead continue putting the word out about his stolen car. As the story draws to a close, we receive the chosen perk, and the game ends. Postal Mobile is a simple game. Minimal mechanics and straightforward design. It's mostly carried by the dialogue, and a drive to see how the story will play out. The dialogue does a decent bit of world building for the narrative, more than I had expected. At face value, it's a fun little romp around town where you can shoot at anyone indiscriminately and get a high score. Dig a little deeper, and you can observe that same town being consumed by a landslide of gang wars, crooked cops, and corruption in the public office. Postal Dude is just another rock amongst the rubble. A particularly big rock, but indistinguishable to the city's destruction. A huge thank you to everyone that's contributed their voices to this video. You can check them out in the description below. This video was a real challenge, but also a ton of fun to make. Please consider supporting the content with a membership, and a massive thanks to everyone that's already on board.